How's it going out there? Welcome from H2TechVideos. Here we're going to be doing just a quick first impressions of the new Apple Watch. This is the 38mm Milanese Apple Watch style, and had a little bit of time to play around with it, and thus far it's very wild and blown away by the design. You can definitely tell that aesthetic and beauty is what they were going for, and that's what you definitely get with this watch. The fact that you can choose from so many different styles and textures, and obviously if you have the money to spend and you don't mind, you can customize it and get the one that you like. And so I totally love that. I think that's where they really will separate themselves from a lot of the other smartwatches on the market. I also love the little dial, the ability to kind of scroll through, so you don't have to necessarily swipe so much going through the menu option. So that's totally cool. Screen's a bit small for me. I wish it was a little bit bigger. Currently using the Gear S, and 2-inch screen versus 1.3 is a big difference. So you know, it's interesting to see. It'll be tough for me to downgrade sizes. Obviously, I've been using that one for a while. When I wear it, it does feel really nice. However, for men, I would discourage you from getting the 38mm option, just because like, it barely gets on my wrist. So if you have a big wrist, you're gonna have to go with the 42mm. There's just no other option. And that's actually one of the things that I like, is that they really make sure that it was accommodating for men and women. That's kind of one of the gripes with some of the other watches out there, is that a lot of them are one size fit all, and they tend to not work well with people who have really small wrists. So again, this one just barely gets on there, and it looks great. And again, you know, I feel like that's really obviously where it shines, and that's where they focus a lot of their attention, is on the look. However, in terms of everything else, once you get past the look, I think that's really where my big concerns lie. You're not really getting any built-in storage, for example. To use Apple Watch on a daily basis, it doesn't alleviate your phone having to be with you, and I think that's something that the Gear S really stands out with, because with that particular wearable, now your phone cannot be with you. You don't have to have your phone magnetically attached to you 24/7, because now your watch gets everything. With this, your phone still has to be there for the majority of the functions to work. If you want to play music, your phone's got to be next to you. If you want to use Apple Pay, the phone has to be next to you. There's not a lot you can do standalone with this wearable. Obviously, you can go for a jog. It will track the heart rate and your fitness, but everything else really is contingent upon your phone being right next to you. And if your phone isn't in Bluetooth range, you will have some problems. And so also another thing I'm not too happy about is just the pricing, but I get it. Apple has made a name for being a premium brand, and so I don't think it was any coincidence that they came out at $349 for the cheapest Apple Watch you can get. But the funny thing is, most commercials, this is the band that you saw, and if you wanted to get this exact same watch, you had to drop $699 and not $349. So obviously, great marketing there. They put the nicer watches in front of you and the nicer bands, because they knew that people wouldn't just settle for the basic style. So all in all, though, I don't have a lot of complaints. I also love the charger. The charger just has again, really nice aesthetic. My big gripe there is, and I mentioned this in the unboxing, is that if you ever had to travel for a couple of days, you can't forget that charger, because it's not just a standard plug-in. It's a special magnetic one, and you can't even plug in your phone charger to that charger, or you can't use your USB cable to plug in there. It's its own separate cable and everything. And that's something that kind of makes the other wearables stand out, because a lot of the other brands, it's just a dock or a cradle that you can plug in your regular phone charger to, and you can use that to charge. So if you forget that cable, you're going to have this beautiful piece on your wrist that won't work. until you get home and get back to your charger. So that's another thing. And the last thing I'd probably say, interesting enough, you can't type on this. Obviously the screen is so small that you don't even have the ability to type. It's only voice to text, which is pretty accurate. So that's awesome, but that's kind of one of the downsides of having a smaller screen, is that to put a keyboard on here would only frustrate people, and so they had to take that off. So this has just been our kind of first impressions of it. Once again, beautiful, incredible. I've never been a big watch wearer myself. I only started wearing them as smartwatches came out. So I do believe this is going to draw a lot of people out of the no watch thing because it just looks so great. So anyway, hope you guys like this just first impressions. Again, just wanted to kind of share some of the first few things I noticed just from playing around with it. I hope you found this helpful. More videos are to come, so don't worry. And leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and let me know how you like the Apple Watch so far. Alright, take care and have a good one.